Hey, welcome back to the channel. My name is Eric, if you didn't already know that. And I thought today we talk about how to get the most out of life and relationships and why they're important. So stay tuned. Hey, welcome back to the channel. My name is Eric. Today I thought we'd talk about chainsaw Welcome back to the channel. My name is Eric, if you didn't know that. And we have the weekday show Monday through Friday, and then usually a couple of videos over the weekend. So, for some updates, Jason, I ordered one of those bottles of the that you had mentioned, the stabilizer. It's supposed to treat 512 gallons off Amazon. So I'm kind of curious to get that in and try that. And you're probably wondering why I'm down to the shop and not at the house doing this morning's video. And that is, there's hardly any day goes by that I can't come up with some content. And this morning was one of those days of where, you're kind of grabbing at straws. And I was grabbing at straws because I couldn't get the two guys off my mind that I had talked with yesterday. One with a relationship issue and the other one with a physical health, and how lucky I am. But today we're going to talk about relationships in general, and it doesn't have to be a husband and wife, partner. It could be sibling. It could be any relationship that you have with someone. You have to nurture it, all right? It just doesn't happen and it doesn't stay there for life with no effort on your part. You have to make time to nurture that relationship if it has any value to you. If it doesn't, you know, who am I to say? But if you want a good life, then you will surround yourself with relationships with other people. And that means sometimes just listening. Give them a call, text them. Call's better, in person's even better. Just saying, hey, how's things going? Make yourself available. Make yourself approachable. Some people don't know how to do that. They're very standoffish. And what I find is they feel that it's too much of a risk to expose themselves by not partaking, because it's not that hard to do. I mean, it's a learned behavior, right? And a lot of times people in learned behaviors typically try to take something and have that define yourself, and that's totally not the case. This is one of those you can't fake it till you make it type deals, when it comes to having good relationships with other people. And I find for the most part with me, it's listening. And when someone is talking to me, I'm not sitting there trying to come up with a comeback or try to remember my points of view I want to get across, or no. Like yesterday when both of them, and I didn't realize how common it was until I was talking with my wife last night. She said, "That's you, Eric. You're very approachable, you're very down to earth, and you're a good listener." And with having those traits, people will gravitate towards you. But both of them had said, "I don't want to take up any of your time." And my comeback was, "I have all the time in the world." If people are that important in your life, you need to be able to stop what you're doing. And I know for some people it's not that easy to do. But what I can tell you is if there's something going on with my kids, my grandkids, my wife, their family, whatever I've got going on, I'm willing to put a stop to it or put it on hold while I go deal with that. Okay? But when I'm talking about having good listening skills, I mean, you have to genuinely be, you have to want to have that relationship and be genuine about it. I mean, I've seen so many relationships and so many people that were fake. And what do I mean by fake? I mean, they're trying to make you believe that there's something other than they are. You can see it. And even sometimes they believe what they're talking about. But case in point, I was sitting there last night, and what I tend to do is I watch crap TV sometimes, turn on Netflix, and there's a channel where the agency, I think it's called, and all the players in it, the daughters, the wife breaking up with the husband, all these different type of personas. But it's fake. They don't expose themselves enough to have a good relationship. You have to have skin in the game. And if you're standing back on the edge, blowing smoke up other people's ass, then you're not much when it comes to a relationship. Because you don't even have a good relationship with yourself. You're not allowing yourself to come out and be who you are. And if you continue being fake, you will gravitate towards other fake people that are also trying to do the same damn thing. And that is be somebody other than who they are. And why is that? Most often the case is they feel they're not good enough being themselves, or they won't fit in, or that so-and-so won't like them, or, the list goes on. There's a lot of things that go into play when it comes to somebody trying to be somebody they're not. I think a lot of it comes with time, experience, and wisdom. But even the father, which is my age, isn't genuine. I understand it's a TV show, but it's a reality show, right? And why can't you just be who you are? Why aren't you good enough? And if being who you are isn't good enough, change it. Change the direction you're going. And that might mean changing friends. Can't get rid of your family. Can't help you there. But when it comes to your relationship with friends, you may be hanging out with the wrong friends. You know what a true friend is? A true friend is someone that you trust enough to tell them anything. And they will keep it to themselves. That's a true friend. A fake friend is, oh, how are you? Kind of, there's no depth. And then those people tend to have that relationship over and over and over with other people that have no depth. That it's just a facade, is the best way to put it. So if relationships are important to you, whether it be a father-daughter, father-son, husband-wife, sibling-sibling, it all has to be nurtured. You have to let those people know that you're thinking about them. That's it. And one of my greatest traits is listening. I know I do a lot of talking here on the channel, doing these videos, but I pride myself on being a good listener because I'm genuinely interested in what you have to say and what's important to you and how are you doing, and is there anything I can say or do that could help. But I don't get to the point of is there anything I can say or do to help till the end. I hear them out. I don't cut them off. And I'm not trying to be someone that I'm not. So, I know this isn't going to be a great video, but, we all are going to have those days where things, stay on your mind and you're preoccupied and it's hard to focus on other things when you get preoccupied with things. Because I am interested in how the fellow turned out yesterday I told him to go see his wife yesterday and tell her everything he was telling me. Tell her. She is the one that needs to hear it. And if he did just that, I think they could come back with a new and improved relationship, even better and stronger than what it was when they first met almost 40 years ago. They've got 3 grown kids, all put through college. He's worked his ass off 7 days a week so that his family could enjoy the better things in life. And now that he's gotten older, he's got that coming to Jesus moment of where everything he thought was important is crumbling into pieces in front of him. We all run into that. We all have our own baggage. We all have our own problems, including me. But don't let that define you. Don't let it make a thing where you can't change. One thing that surprised me but didn't surprise me is I asked him, when was the last time you said I love you to your wife? And he couldn't remember. And I explained to him, whenever I get done talking with people that are very important to me, I let them know that I love them. I know they know it, but they're going to hear it. And they're going to answer back, I love you too, Dad. Or I love you too, Grandpa. I learned, just like he's going to learn, that relationships don't just take care of themselves. You have to partake in it. And I think the biggest problem they were having wasn't that they fell out of love. It's she's tired of being alone. The kids are grown up. She's an empty nester. And he's working all these hours, so she doesn't ever get to see him either. So she's reevaluating her life and what the next phase will be. The other fellow with the health issues, I hope he gets better. I hope he gets to feeling better soon. He's a vet, and I know what you're saying, Jason, with going to the doctors and drugstores and stuff. They do a lot of unnecessary testing. Absolutely. And I'm old school. If it's not falling off or I'm not bleeding to death, I'm not going. I've had so many doctors and nurse practitioners try to get me to go for the endoscopy and colonoscopy. Ain't happening. I told all my doctors when they start talking to colonoscopy, and that's where they come in from the rectum, said, whatever it is, if I have that done, she better be very good looking and I get kissed afterwards. But on that note, you guys enjoy your Sundays. And I just want you to take a look at your relationships you have around you with the people you have. And if they're that important, maybe reach out today and let them know that they are that important to you. Seriously, you got to do it. So today I still got to pick up 2 lawnmowers. Yes, I know it's Sunday and I'm working. I work around my customers. I got 2 guys coming today to look at lawnmowers, and I've got 2 lawnmowers to pick up this morning that are close together. Because I was going to pick them up tomorrow, but I guess the solar eclipse is going on and whatever. So on that note, you guys have a great Sunday, and I'll see you here bright and early tomorrow morning. Again, thanks so much for watching and subscribing and sharing. You guys are very important to me. I love you. All right.